Oh yeah, the BigTrak. Next to the $6 Million Man, one of my favorite memories of the 70s was playing with this guy. This is the reissue that came out like around 2010 or somewhere in that area. Had to have one. Had to have one. But it's not working right. Now this button here says test. If I push it, it should move forward a couple times, turn a couple times, and fire. We're not getting anything. So I think we'll have to take it apart and see if we can figure out what's wrong with this guy. If you think about it, when this came out in 1979, a programmable robotic vehicle, that was some serious tech for that time. Alright, I'm going to take all the nuts and bolts out. I think other big toys from that time period were the Easy Bake Oven, G.I. Joe, transistor radios, Hot Wheels, Silly Putty, Erector sets, and like I said, I loved $6 Million Man. That was my jam. I was so disappointed when that went off the air. And then I was like, cool, Steve Austin's coming back as T.J. Hooker. No, it wasn't T.J. Hooker. He was on the Fall Guy. T.J. Hooker was Captain Kirk. Well, neither one were any good, if you ask me. Let's see, what computers came out in 79? I know the original Apple was built in 79, but it really didn't start selling, I don't think, until about 80. The Atari 400 was released then. I'm not sure about the 800. Maybe. So, I mean, we were definitely in the very, very early 8-bit era. So, for something like this, like I said, a programmable toy. Basically a programmable robotic toy. And it even had like a little dump truck body that you could get with it. That would actually dump things. Yeah, it was seriously cool. That one's about loose, that one's gone. Alright. Alright, let's see what we got here. So we got our laser here. Oh, you can't see that. In the roof of the vehicle here, we have our laser cannon. And then we have the accessory jack. We've got a little speaker there. Just going to lift out. Looks like it wants to come out somehow. There we go. Let's reposition the camera and have a better look. Alright, I can see two motors down in there. There they are. And a circuit board here. Let's see if we can remove the keypad. Almost. Come on. There we go. Oh, it's a glob top. We can't even see what the IC is. And this is interesting. Look at all these. I don't even know what those are. Look like little just pieces of wire strapped on there. For some strange reason. Not much going on with that circuit board, is there? Look at that. A few driver transistors, one capacitor, like maybe a voltage regulator. Let's see if we can get in further. Don't want to lose any of these screws. Always have that problem when you put something back together and there's extra parts. We don't want that. Now I'm not a repair guy, so I'm kind of shooting in the dark here. We'll see what we can make happen. Now I know when the original BigTrak came out, it was expensive. I don't know what it cost, but I got it for my birthday, and that was basically the only toy I got. I mean, it was straight up socks and underwear after that. Okay, so this is like a full unit here. Right, I think I see a problem. Now this motor and gear set over here is turning fine. This one, not so much. So we're gonna have to figure out, aha, there's a screw. Let me see if I can get this apart. All right, I got that screw out. Now if I could figure out how to get this banding off the side that's keeping these all together, then we'd be in business. Echo, stop. Whoopsies. Can't have you hearing actual music. Okay. Now let's have to do that to the other side, and I think we'll be able to get these motors out. Alright, there it is. Now we can just figure out what in Hades is wrong with it. If any of you guys are, mechanical engineers and like to come on over and help me fix my BigTrak, I'll let you play with it when we're done. What is under this big glop of hot snot? Some sort of connection, huh? Oh, there we go. We got the motor out. The motor's turning freely. So that means must be something in this gear set that. There we go. Now what happens if we put the motor back in? Nothing. So is the problem? Where's the problem? I got 3 volts from the power supply to the motor. The motor does seem to be running. get her meshed up in there somehow. Seems like it's in. Nothing. So something's happening with that motor not wanting to go in there. Now this, I believe, is probably an LED for an encoder. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that out. Well, while I'm thinking and trying not to hurt myself, you can put a little contact cleaner down in that motor. And give it a run. Seems to be running pretty good. Alright, who's got an idea what we can do? I'm listening. Alright, here's my thinking. This gear is loose on this shaft, which is no bueno. So what I'm going to do is try to put just a drop of this super thin cyanoacrylate on here. Looks like we're plugged up. Ain't that always the case? It's either feast or famine. Alright, there we go. So we got to drop of that on there. Let me zoom in. I'm going to put the gear back on. And then hit it with some accelerator. That should cook off in a second or so. And when it does, that gear should be locked on that shaft pretty well. Alright. I think we're locked. Now. I can't tell what's going on. This is crazy. Alright, that's in there. Success. Now, all I got to do is get it back in its home. Not going down all the way. There we go. Ba-boomba. Now we'll put the wheels back on. So, let's put the, put this little shield case doodad on here. I can figure out how it went on. Ruh-roh. So some of you guys seemed interested in the Les Paul guitar build. So that's cool. Oh, it goes this way. That's why I couldn't get it in. Why didn't one of you guys say something? Anyway, for those of you that are guitar players, what's your favorite kind of guitar? That wire should probably go underneath there. My first electric was a Fender Stratocaster. After that, I had a couple Tellys and had one or two Les Pauls. I'm going to spray some contact cleaner in here. I love Les Pauls. Never played a PRS guitar, but I've heard they're pretty cool. Alright, so now gotta get these side wheels back on. They're hex keyed in there. That's easy enough. Yeah, leave down in the comments, like what kind of guitars you like, kind of music. When I first started playing, the guy that was kind of my mentor was huge into Eric Clapton. So I learned a lot of Clapton. Sunshine Your Love, White Room, Third Degree Burn, and of course Layla. Gotta love Layla. I mean, he did. Even though it was George Harrison's wife, right? But you know what they say, that's rock and roll, baby. Also, I'm assuming most of you guys are, let's say, within 10 years of my age one way or another. So between like 41 to 61, yeah, somewhere in that area. We grew up probably in the same era, watching the same TV shows and whatnot. It's like, what were your favorite shows? I already told you mine was definitely the $6 Million Man. And then the Bionic Woman. I'm going to put these screws in. It's nice now that I'm older that I can find some of the toys from my youth that aren't unbelievably expensive. Like, I'm not going to be a toy hoarder or nothing crazy like that, but having this BigTrak, even though it's the mini version, yeah, it still makes me all warm and fuzzy remembering being a kid. How about slot cars? Any of you guys have slot cars? The Aurora with AJ Foyt. Could never get into stay on the track more than a lap. I think we had more fun setting up the track than we did racing. All right, let's get back together. Not much electronics in this, I'm afraid. Just some nostalgia, which is cool. I like nostalgia. And now for the boom test, right? Alright, let's try this again. I hope it works, for the hour is late. And tomorrow, I have to have a medical procedure. Alrighty. Here we go. Nothing. Oh, it sounds like the motors aren't engaging. Sounds like something's loose. Ah, humbug. Thank you for all your support, everyone. 2020, I'm hoping, is going to be a great year for us. Everyone who's supported through Patreon and through PayPal donations is fantastic. Everybody who's bought something from the Amazon store, that's what keeps this channel going. I couldn't do it without you guys. You are a part of the team. Hey, feel free to email me, arduino0169@gmail.com. I try and get back to just about everybody.